Welcome to Warzilla Direct Hit. Israel destroyed entire S-300 defense batteries in Iran's Guard base. Tehran in shock. A comprehensive overview of recent events in the Middle East, particularly highlighting Israel's military operations against Iran. Here's a detailed exploration of the events. Tension escalates in the Middle East. The Israeli Air Force is conducting multiple attacks on critical targets in Iran, escalating tensions in the region. Continuous operations by Israel against Iran indicate a growing conflict between the two nations. Israeli strike on Iranian radar defense. The IDF, Israel Defense Forces, reportedly launched 3 missiles at a radar defense system protecting a secret Iranian nuclear site. The missiles were fired from outside Iranian airspace, targeting an air defense radar site near Isfahan, which is part of the defense network for the nearby top-secret Natanz nuclear site. Limited strike and initial assessment. The strike was described as very limited, with the radar site being the primary target. An initial assessment suggested that the strike successfully took out the radar site, but a comprehensive evaluation was pending. Iranian response and air defense activation. Iranian state media initially claimed that 3 small drones were involved in the attack, which were allegedly intercepted by air defenses. The attack activated Iranian air defense systems, indicating a swift response to the Israeli strike. Israeli objectives and response analysis. Israel's objective with the strike was to demonstrate its capability to reach strategic targets in Iran and highlight technological superiority. Former Israeli military officials suggested that the strike aimed to send a clear message to Iran about Israel's capabilities and willingness to act. Satellite images and lack of extensive damage. Despite claims of a successful strike, satellite images did not show extensive damage to the Isfahan airbase. Synthetic aperture radar satellite images indicated no significant destruction to the targeted area, raising questions about the effectiveness of the strike. Background of escalating conflict. The recent strike is part of a broader escalation between Israel and Iran, with both sides engaging in retaliatory attacks. The conflict intensified following an Iranian strike on Israel and Israel's response, revealing a long-standing shadow war between the two nations. Regional implications and de-escalation efforts. The conflict between Israel and Iran has broader implications for the region, including Iran's support for militant groups like Hamas. Efforts for de-escalation are observed, with both sides showing restraint to prevent further escalation of hostilities. Strategic significance of Isfahan. Isfahan holds significant military-industrial facilities and is home to Iran's nuclear program. The city hosts a large airbase and sites associated with Iran's nuclear activities, making it a strategic target for both sides in the conflict. Wider context of shadow warfare. The Israel-Iran conflict extends beyond direct strikes to include proxy warfare in Syria, Iraq, and Yemen. Both nations engage in shadow warfare through airstrikes, missile attacks, and support for proxy militias, exacerbating tensions in the region. Uncertain future and dynamic conflict dynamics. The future of the conflict remains uncertain, with the potential for further escalation or attempts at de-escalation. The conflict dynamics have become more dynamic, challenging traditional rules of engagement and increasing the risk of wider regional instability. Impact on air traffic and regional stability. The reported Israeli strike on Iran led to temporary closures of airports and airspace in Iran, disrupting air traffic and causing flight diversions. Regional instability resulting from military actions poses challenges for aviation and regional stability. In summary, the reported Israeli strike on Iran's radar defense system near Isfahan underscores the escalating tensions between the two nations. Despite efforts at de-escalation, the conflict dynamics continue to evolve, posing challenges for regional stability and security.